Welcome to the brief from Brussels. When Ursula von der Leyen presented the portfolio for the protection of our European way of life, she unleashed a firestorm. The European Commission is using dog whistle politics to cater to populist voters, critics said. The man supposed to run this portfolio is a well-known Brussels face and a veteran of EU affairs.
For 5 years, he was the man behind Jean-Claude Juncker, his master's voice, the chief spokesman of the European Commission, Margaritis Skinas, from Greece. For Brussels journalists and TV audiences across Europe, Skinas is a familiar face. And when Ursula von der Leyen entrusted him to be commissioner for the protection of our European way of life, he immediately became the centre of a political controversy. But he certainly has experience in commanding a room full of inquisitors.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. In the Commission press room, you have to ask for the floor, and then I will give it to you. Do you have a follow-up?
Skinas is a veteran of EU affairs. He has been a public servant in the European Commission since 1990, interrupted only by a brief stint as a member of the European Parliament from 2007 to 2009. One thing is certain, we will now see much less of him in the briefing room.
In the meantime, the hearings with the commissioners designate before EU Parliament committees continued. One nominee in particular was given a rough ride by lawmakers.
Day 3 of the hearings for the new EU Commission and the centre of attention the French nominee Sylvie Goulard, handpicked by President Emmanuel Macron. Slated to become the next Internal Market Commissioner, Goulard is a controversial figure given her history over the misuse of public funds. She faced a tough grilling by MEPs.
Don't you think yourself are questionable here in this? You have an Olaf case pending and a pending case in France. You have even paid back 45,000 euros. Don't you think that it is worth questioning whether you are questionable?
I'm not indicted. I can prejudge the outcome of a procedure. It is up to the judiciary. I believe that a presentation of the facts is needed, an accurate presentation of the French law, and I ask you all a very high respect for the presumption of innocence.
Other nominees had a smoother ride, notably Belgium's longtime Foreign Minister Didier Reynders, the pick for Justice Commissioner. He rejected recent money laundering allegations against him, saying that prosecutors had cleared him entirely. Other nominees like Helena Dali from Malta and Elisa Ferreira from Portugal made it through their hearings without major hiccups.